Hey guys, welcome to question MM382 of the Maths Methods Fortify study guide. So in this question we've got a container that contains 8 Anzac biscuits and 3 shortbread biscuits. 2 biscuits are taken from the container without replacement, so this bit here without replacement is super important. And the probability that 2 different types of biscuits are chosen is. Alright, awesome. So first things first is as soon as we see the words without replacement, we need to start thinking about drawing a tree diagram, okay? Because you're not going to be able to keep track of all these different probabilities being thrown around, and it's really easy to keep track of with a tree diagram. So what we're going to do is, because we're going to be taking 2 different biscuits, we have 2 possibilities for our first pick. We have an Anzac or a shortbread, and then for our second pick, we have Anzac and shortbread again, regardless of what we take first. So, now we just need to come up with all the different probabilities of picking each one of these, okay? So we've got, to begin with, we've got 11 total biscuits, right? We've got 8 Anzac and 3 shortbread. So the probability of picking out an Anzac first is 8 out of 11, right? Because we've got 8 Anzacs and 11 total, so the probability is 8 over 11. The probability of picking out a shortbread first is 3 over 11, because we have 3 shortbread and 11 total. Pretty straightforward. Now, this is where it gets a little bit trickier. The probability of picking out a second Anzac biscuit changes because we've already taken one out, okay? So now that we've taken an Anzac biscuit out, we actually only have 7 left because we've taken one of the 8. And we also don't have 11 total anymore because we've taken one, right? So we have 7 Anzac biscuits left and 10 total, right? So our probability of picking the second Anzac biscuit is 7 on 10, right? Now, with the shortbread, both of these branches, as I'm sure you've seen before, have to add to 1. So 7 on 10, we need 3 on 10 there to make it equal 1. Now, going back down to this path, so our first probability of picking out a shortbread is 3 and 11, because we have 3 and 11 total. Probability of picking out the second shortbread, we've already picked out a shortbread, so there's actually only 2 left once we've picked out this first one. So we have 2 out of our total, which is now 10 because we've already taken a shortbread out. So it's going to be 10 there. Sorry, 10. And because both of these have to add to 1, this is going to be 8 on 10. Awesome. Now, we're looking for the probability that both of the biscuits are different, right? So 2 different types of biscuits. So we could take an Anzac and then a shortbread, or a shortbread and then an Anzac, okay? So the way we work out the probabilities of these is we simply take the probability of each of these paths and multiply them together. So we get 8 on 11 times 3 on 10. And this, whatever this is the probability that we pick an Anzac and then a shortbread, okay? But we also need to figure out the probability that we pick a shortbread and then an Anzac. So picking out a shortbread is 3 and 11, and then an Anzac is 8 and 10. So 3 on 11 times 8 and 10. Now, what we get then, probability different, is equal to these two added together. So 8 on 11 times 3 on 10, plus 3 on 11 times 8 and 10. Now what we get there is 24 on 55. You've got your CAS for this, so you can easily just put that in your calculator. So 24 on 55 is our answer, which is our choice of D. And that's it. So guys, if you have any questions about how to create this tree diagram or anything of that nature, just hit me up in the comments below and I'll answer the questions as soon as possible. Guys, that's it for MM382. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.